Man has hunted since the beginning of time. What began with crude weapons and animal images scrawled on cave walls has developed into a multi-million-dollar industry. From the Tilton Hiltons to the mansions in the marsh, we hunt and we cook. Everything from rabbits and raccoons to deer and ducks, while learning about the passion of sportsmen through the ages. Man's love affair with hunting is really not about the kill, but how to prepare a sumptuous wild game banquet after the hunt. Now get that camouflage apron and join me, Chef John Folse, for another Taste of Louisiana.
Funding for After the Hunt with Chef John Folse is brought to you by the Baton Rouge Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. Day is dawning on the Mississippi River and the sun is shining on Baton Rouge. Attractions, shopping, food, and Southern hospitality you know and love. Go BR and go brighter. And the Foundation for Excellence in Louisiana Public Broadcasting. Our mission is to tell Louisiana's story to the world. And by the Louisiana Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism. Vacation planning guides are available at louisianatravel.com. You wait all year for your vacation. Don't sleep through it.
Thank y'all so very much. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining me in Sportsman's Paradise for another edition of A Taste of Louisiana. I'm absolutely thrilled to have all of you in the audience with us, as well as all of our viewers across the country. Thank y'all for, I wish you were here because you know why? We're cooking frogs today. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely, huh? Absolutely, and somebody's going to get their prince today, huh? Our kitchen musicians keeping the stoves nice and hot here. Bubba Frey and the Mowata House Band from Mowata, Louisiana. Well, they're here to help us stir up the pots, y'all. We're very happy to have them. Y'all, Louisianians and Frenchmen are not the only culture to eat frog legs. The Chinese have enjoyed frog legs for centuries. Evidence show that even Aztec Indians, as well as the Neolithic Czechs, included frog legs in their diet. Researchers discovered frog bones east of Prague, and get this, the bones were from the meaty hind legs of the male frogs. Now, how do they know that? Well, you know what? Call us Neanderthals if you will, but don't take away our frog legs, y'all. They're the filet mignons of the Cajuns, huh? Hey, why don't y'all come with me to Rayne, Louisiana, the frog capital of the world. Y'all ready? Huh? There it is. I grew up on the west bank of the Mississippi River in the parish of St. James between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and the swamp floor was our pantry. With the changing seasons, we had a new culinary delicacy at our doorstep, and one of our favorites, Louisiana bullfrogs. At one time, Rayne, Louisiana, the frog capital of the world, had a thriving frog leg business.
It came about from Sardi's restaurant in New York City, who featured frog legs on the menu. And they were put on the menu that actually came from the frog capital of the world, which was Rayne, Louisiana.
In the 1880s, a gourmet chef, Donat Pouchot, sold bullfrogs to New Orleans restaurants, and soon the enterprising Wild brothers from France started a lucrative export business, sending Louisiana frog legs to restaurants in Europe as well as the East Coast. They were joined later by the Babineau family and their Louisiana Frog Company. Today, only companies supplying frogs for research can afford to remain in business. What's most interesting to me is just the process of getting these frogs trained to eat non-living food. And you have a mechanism right here. Look at the size of those frogs down in that booth.
An old frog will not train. But to train them, you have to get something that they can't think is live.
To avoid having to purchase frog legs from China or Indonesia, you have to develop your own frog suppliers. And luckily, I know a few good giggers and bull-eyers. A group of my good chef friends, including Donald Link, Rick Tramonto, and Matt Murphy, have a frogging club we just created, and we get together in the spring, travel into the swamp to gig frogs, and then a cooking competition ensues. While it's sad that a great supply of Louisiana frog legs aren't available to the general consumer, you just have to know a few good folks who hunt frogs, and thankfully, I have a few friends who love the sport, and y'all, they don't mind sharing the bounty.
All right. Okay, what a great audience here, huh? All right, tell you, Bubba Frey over here, y'all, the Mowata Classical Orchestra right there, huh? I renamed them because y'all deserve it. What great guys. Thank y'all for being here with us. What do y'all think about bullfrogs?
Love them.
Love them, huh? Well, I was just telling, I was saying that somebody was going to meet their prince today, right? What are you looking at? Huh? Well, look, I just wanted to show you, I have him right here. Huh? Come on. Huh? You sure? Huh? He's dying for. He's going crazy for you. Huh? I mean, he's jumping out of my arms to get into yours. Huh? There it is, y'all, the Louisiana bullfrog, huh? Well, ooh. Oh, I knew this was going to be a good one. Huh? I could tell. Anyway, that's where princes come from now, you know, right there, huh? Okay, everybody, I want to introduce a couple of good guys up at the counter. I'm going to keep my princes right here, okay? You're in charge of them. A couple of great guys at the counter here. You've already met Tony Olinger from Rayne, Louisiana. Very nice to have you. Thank you so much for being here. And Dozier Lester is the guy who figured out how to raise frog legs and trick them into eating, I guess, bait that looked like it was alive. Dozier, nice to have you here with us as well. And we're cooking frogs. Y'all ready? Huh? Okay, well, let me see. Where should we begin? Well, first of all, probably right here. Remember the one I had a minute ago? This is what happened when he goes to bed at night. He takes his clothes off and he jumps into... This is what he looks like right here, huh? Oh, yeah, this is it. Here, you take that. Huh? Get my frog bag here. Oh, there you go, huh? Well, they do hop around, huh? Well, I'm going to get rid of that. That's my play one right here. Okay, y'all, let me show you. Stuffed frog legs. Stuffed frog legs. Now, can you imagine that a little leg like this would be big enough to stuff? But it absolutely is. You can go ahead and lick your fingers now, huh? Now, you see there's a bone right in the middle of that leg, so you just keep on coming on down just like this. Just scrape that bone, French it, so to speak, all the way down to the joint. You with me? And then you just cut that joint bone out, and of course, that's what we have right here. I've already done one. So now with this, I want to go ahead and make the stuffing. Now, you know, you and I were talking once before, the body of the frog, this portion right here, everybody goes for the frog legs. But a good Cajun knows that the bodies are the best, right?
The tops are the best.
Oh, the tops are the best, especially when you make that good fricassee. What do you do with them?
Sauce piquant.
Sauce piquant. Oh, sauce piquant. That's what the good Lord eats on Sunday. Frog legs, sauce piquant. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm gonna make a little stuffing here. So into my bowl, I'm going to have claw crab meat. Now you've heard the saying, the nearer the bone, the sweeter the meat. Well, there's jumbo lump crab meat that costs you a fortune. Now you have to come from a very wealthy family like this lady to get jumbo lump. No, actually in Louisiana we have good seafood at fair prices, right? Absolutely. So, but the claw crab meat has the greatest flavor. And I'm going to put into that, Rick, a little garlic, right? Huh? Y'all want garlic in? You want more garlic? All right. A little bit, I'm going to put a little touch of tomato in there. A little bit of the minced onions, the minced colored peppers, because your stuffing should always be nice and colorful. Why do you think the frog fronts, as we call them, we don't call them bodies, why do you think they're more flavorful. Why?
There's less muscle mass. It's all just, you know, meat. Good
Well,
meat.
you know why? You didn't mention the main thing.
No.
You get to suck the meat off the bones. And you get it all over your hands and like this. You get it all over your hands and all of that. And that's where the good flavors come from, right? When you're sucking, you know, when you eat crawfish, you get all this stuff. Yeah, you suck things off of your hands. That's what's good in life, huh? Now, a little bit Creole mustard here, and I'm going to just squeeze it right out of the jar, right? A little bit mayonnaise, good heavy duty. Like, I knew these ladies would love heavy duty mayonnaise. I just knew it. I know you're closet nutritionist. I know it, huh? So I'm going to go ahead and just let that mayonnaise in. Remember, mayonnaise is just oil and egg. It's going to hold everything together nicely, right? And then a little bit seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. Y'all with me? Yeah. You sure y'all with me? Yeah. Have you done this before at home? No. I could have a puppet show with y'all, huh? Okay. So here we go. We have our little frog leg. Here you go, Rick. You see that? I'm making my little pocket in there. And just put that jumbo. Now, of course, we would use a little. We'd use a little pastry bag, right?
Absolutely.
We just put a little. Huh? What y'all looking at my frog? Huh? Y'all looking at my frog jumping over there? He's just trying to get back to his sweetheart over there. Okay, now I would just kind of put a toothpick in the end that's full of crab meat right here. Y'all got that? Look at my hands, y'all. Huh? Oh, yeah. I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to wash them off a little bit. Here you go, you. Huh? I want to wake you up, huh? All right. Okay, now we have our frogs already gone. Take a look at this. I have some already stuffed, already beautifully brown. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Now, really nice. Now, into this, I'm going to put a couple of other great seasonings. Y'all ready? Because yeah, absolutely. I know y'all ready. Okay, now we're going to go into this with the olives and the tomatoes. Kind of another one of these Provençal styles, right? Okay, right there. A little bit onions. We're going to go into it as well. I put some nice herbs in there. Saute that around. Now, I don't know if the frog fronts would be any better than this. This is pretty good. A little bit stock. Because of the crab meat in it, you know, got to be good, huh? Now, how did Rayne, Louisiana? We talked about it being the frog capital of the world, and I know y'all proud of that. But how did that happen?
The French merchants of Rayne started shipping frogs throughout the country, and it just got famous being on the menu at Sardi's, and they proclaimed it as being the frog capital of the world.
Because their Sardi's actually put the city of Rayne on that menu and called it the frog capital, so everybody came to hunt them down, I guess, at that point. Y'all, when they're all said and done, I have all my mess here. I have my frogs sauteing. I want you to take a look at this. This is what they look like when they're done. Look at this. You're going to show me some respect now. Look at that. See that? We threw that frog around, but look at it now, huh? Right on top of the pasta. Oh, you kidding me or what? Look at this, huh? Look at the olives. Absolutely magnificent right here. And a little bit green onions and parsley on top of it. And all you need to do is lock the screen door of the back porch and get the gun. Keep them out. This is some good stuff right here. All right, y'all, just a couple of weeks ago, Rick and I took a little trip over to the Zuschlag Lodge that Blair and his family owns, and, of course, the family here, Richard. They let us in to cook a magnificent dish of frogs. Remember that? You were right there, right? Y'all watch and see exactly what we did. You talk about good? Huh. Watch this. We're going to play with frogs here. You ready? Welcome, everybody, to Grandview Lodge in Creole, Louisiana, and I'm here with the owner's son, Blair Zuschlag. Thanks so much for having us again. Glad you could come up. And one of America's greatest chefs, I should say two of America's greatest chefs. One of America's greatest chefs, Rick Tramonto from Chicago, is here visiting with us in the swamps of Louisiana. And today, y'all, it is the chicken of the swamp. It's frog legs, huh? Frog legs. And normally when we have frog legs in Louisiana, we like to deep fry them. We like to coat them in flour and a lot of good seasonings, and we just eat them almost like a fried chicken leg. But today, we're going to do something a little more classical. We're going to do the Provencale from the south of France, after all. Yeah, so many Louisianians are from there. So, Blair, what about a little bit garlic in there, huh? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. I'm going to add a little butter to it, just to kind of give it a little, and Rick, trying to get a little color on that garlic, right?
Just a little nuttiness and a little caramelization on them, just to Give it that South of France feel.
Yeah, now you see how it's turning brown. Now we want to stop it, Blair, right away. We're throwing in those seasonings. Get those onions in there. That'll cool the oil down. And you get the bell pepper in. Okay, now that'll cool that oil down perfectly. Oh, look how, the smell is incredible. So we have the red and yellow bell pepper. We have the garlic that's been browned around the edges. Now the oil is full of infusion with the butter of that nice garlic. Yeah, take a look at that. Into that, y'all, now the frog legs right in there. And I'm going to season them in the pan. You noticed I hadn't seasoned them yet, so a little bit pepper, well, a little bit more pepper. Yeah, you notice to taste. A little granulated garlic. I always put a little dehydrated garlic, and then, of course, some kosher salt. Rick, you can toss that around a little bit. Get that nice and, look beautiful, huh? Look at the colors. And the frogs really cook very, very, very quickly. So into that right now, we're going to go ahead and throw in some of the tomatoes. This is Provencale, South of France, Mediterranean.
All those flavors.
Tomatoes, peppers. And now the basil, tarragon, thyme. You can throw a little oregano if you want to. Remember the Italians out there somewhere, so you want to make sure you have all of that in. Now we're going to thicken the sauce slightly with a little dusting of flour, just a little dusting. You don't want to, we're not making a roux here. We just want to put a little viscosity into the dish. The flavors in that skillet are incredible already, huh? Look at that. Take a look at that. Now we're going to go in with a little bit wine. Of course, in Louisiana, we like to use a little local beer from time to time, and this is one of our local beers. We can throw it in any type of good acid, and we'll bring that up to a nice rolling boil. What about a little green onions, huh?
I love green onions.
Okay, well, I'll put a little bit extra in there for you. There you go, a little bit extra for you, okay? How's that looking, Blair? Pretty good? Okay, the rest of the herbs will go in right there. And then, of course, just a little touch of the last of the acids, a little Worcestershire sauce down in there just to give it that nice finished flavor. And the flavor of this is absolutely incredible. Then you'll go ahead and put it on a plate, y'all, and this is what it looks like when it's done. You can serve it with a little French bread, a little grits, however you like the flavors. Look at, isn't that beautiful?
Unbelievable, beautiful.
Whew. A little dill on top.
Smell that.
I just want you to know we're really cooking here. Yep, come on, back. Y'all get so excited, huh? Coming after you again, baby. All right, y'all, we're doing frogs today, right? You saw? Huh? And this isn't some type of frozen frog you get from somewhere. You see where they're coming from? Right out of my little box right there. We're skinning them over here, and they're bringing them over to me. So we're going to do another great frog dish here. But, Blair, I want to thank you so much again for opening that beautiful Grandview camp. Now tell everybody where your gorgeous place is.
It's in Creole, Louisiana, about 35 miles south of Lake Charles.
Now, y'all do duck hunting and all. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful hunting camp there.
Yes, sir.
People come from all over the world.
Yes, sir.
I've actually passed there and got stopped by all kind of federal agents because there were presidents and vice presidents and senators and everybody there, and they said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm John Folse." They said, "Get out of here." I thought I was somebody in the state of Louisiana. I want to thank you. You put the frogging together for us when we went out with all of the chefs and went out into the swamps. That was a great night, huh?
We really had a good time.
We had a lot of fun. He put us on the frogs, y'all, this guy right here. Anyway, Blair Zuschlag, y'all, I want to thank him a lot here. All right, Rick. Rick, why don't you come up here? Y'all remember Rick Tramonto, huh? No, this is my boy. Huh? Okay, let me tell you what we're doing. We're going to do frogs a la, this is a Picayune frogs a la Creole. And I just put the little fire on to kind of get them get them going again. Now, Rick, that was a great night of frogging we did, huh?
It was unbelievable. And Blair, I want to thank you for saving my life. You think, oh, frogging's not dangerous? Are you kidding me? He's like, just remember, write down on your hand the color of the eyes, He says, what do you mean? He says, the alligator eyes are orange. I thought we were frogging. He says, yeah, we are, but you got to be careful of the snakes and the poisonous spiders. And I said, what do you mean? He says, I'm telling you. So thank you. I appreciate it. You walked me through it like a champ.
So all night long, Rick was like over the edge of the boat like this, and he was...
Well, they said we were going gigging. I thought we'd have the little things. They said, no,
gigging
use your
is this.
hands. I'm like,
Anyway, so y'all, let me tell you, while Rick's playing around with that skillet of Picayune frogs, let me show you what we've done. This, the Picayune newspaper, the Times-Picayune in New Orleans, created the Picayune frog. And it was the little weather prophet. So if it was going to pour down rain, the little frog was on the front page of the paper with an umbrella. If it was a hurricane, he was blowing in the wind like this. But everybody knew what the Picayune frog was all about. So a very famous chef in New Orleans created, about 50, 60 years ago, the Picayune frog dish that we're doing right now. Now, the way we do it is this. I'm going to just take a couple of frog legs, just like this. And these are these nice little small tender ones. By the way, how's that frog? Pretty good. I'm going to go into the egg wash, right, Rick?
yes, sir.
Right here. And then we go on into the seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs are seasoned with salt and pepper and garlic and all these wonderful herbs and spices. And this is what we went into that skillet with over there. And Rick, you pick up one of those that we've already cooked right there, huh?
Look at that.
See that?
Huh? I know about it.
now the breadcrumbs stay. Now we're going to make a little white sauce. The breadcrumbs stick really nice because of the egg. Now, Dozier, I have to ask you one more time. I know you have a mouthful of spaghetti right there. I picked the perfect time to talk to you, okay? But Louisianians always have a mouthful of something. So what's the difference? We're always talking. Okay, into the drippings of the frog, the garlic. Have you ever seen two masters like us working together? And such, you know, as a young chef, I dreamed of one day having someone of this caliber stir my pot. I've stirred his pot, let me tell you. You don't get this guy stirring pots, let me tell you. But anyway, so Dozier, how did you get into raising frogs, first of all? What made you say, let's go ahead and do that?
My son asked me, could we raise some frogs?
Children getting you in trouble again, right?
Raise frogs for fun and profit.
Oh, for fun and profit. Good. And so you had a lot of fun. Did you have any profit?
No profit, and still having the fun.
But you told me, though, that you raised these big gorgeous, I mean, you saw the size of these frog legs.
Huh?
Now, do chefs ever come around to try to buy any of those from you?
Until they hear the price.
Well, who are you selling the frogs to?
Research organizations and schools.
Yeah, and can I ask you, there's no IRS personnel in here. Can I ask you, what is one of those frogs that size? If I was to come as a research guy, I'd have a lab coat on, obviously. And I'd walk in. Y'all are some weak out there, I tell you, huh? And I love every one of you, huh? What would a frog like that sell for on the hoof?
That's where they are, on the hoof.
Yeah, on the hoof. How much would that sell for?
The male is $35.
$35 for one frog.
The female, $30.
$30. Why is the female $5 cheaper? They're doing all the work.
I don't have as many males.
Female ought to be up, huh? So you do sell. So chefs, forget about it, y'all. You're not going to get any of those beautiful. I know all the chefs out there say, man, we need those. Look at Rick and John. Look at there. Because frogs normally in restaurants are about that
That's
long.
right.
Okay, Rick, we have our white sauce going. We have a little salt in here. A little touch of pepper, right? That looks really good. A little bit garlic down in there. How does that looking? Pretty good?
Beautiful.
Now, let me show you what I have. I have, Rick, and if you want to bring that skillet over, that's good. That looks pretty good already,
That's
huh?
beautiful, huh?
Oh, absolutely it does, huh? Now, take a look at this. We have the Picayune frogs right here on toast points. So why don't we go ahead and pour that sauce right on top of it, Rick, whenever you get ready? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Now, this is what you get when two... that's what you get when two great chefs are cooking out of one skillet. You get that right there. Now, who wants it? You ready for a frog leg? Huh? You better get ready. Come on, it's coming at you.
No.
All right. Thank y'all so much for being here with us today. We appreciate it so much. All of you guys. And Rick and I would like to thank all of you for joining us in the swamps of Louisiana. And remember that man's love affair with hunting is not about the kill, not about the skill, right, Rick?
Not about that.
It's all about the feast here after the hunt, right? Right here on the table. We're going to eat frog legs, y'all. Thank you so much.
To purchase the After the Hunt cookbook by Chef John Folse, an After the Hunt t-shirt or program DVD, call the number on your screen. Funding for After the Hunt with Chef John Folse is brought to you by the Baton Rouge Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. Day is dawning on the Mississippi River and the sun is shining on Baton Rouge. Attractions, shopping, food, and Southern hospitality you know and love. Go BR and go brighter. And the Foundation for Excellence in Louisiana Public Broadcasting. Our mission is to tell Louisiana's story to the world. And by the Louisiana Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism. Vacation planning guides are available at louisianatravel.com. You wait all year for your vacation. Don't sleep through it.